I'm at the airport here in Portland, Oregon. I'm getting my tickets so I can be on my way to Guatemala. I just got my tickets, so now I'm gonna go and check to make sure that my flight is on time. And it looks like it is on time, and so hopefully it stays that way. And now it's just a waiting game before we leave. And we're on the road. I'm so excited. Traveling by plane never gets old for me. I love it. It's nighttime here and we're finally in Guatemala. I'm glad to be here and I'm glad that we made it safely. I was able to make it here at a decent hour, so I went out with some friends and got something to eat. And by decent, I mean before 10. So it's morning time and I am at the hotel. I want to see the view that we get from here. Fortunately, my room has a terrace, so I can walk out here and get a better view. It's a pretty cool view actually. I am right next to the airport, so I get to hear the airplanes coming and going. So right behind us is the airport, and behind that is the mountains and a volcano. Okay, we're now off to do a little sightseeing on the buses, affectionately known as the chicken buses. And if you've never been on these buses before, I highly recommend it. I mean, safety first, but if you're here in Guatemala, this is the most affordable way to travel. It's really kind of an adventure each time you get on one of these buses. There's a lot to see and experience. You just get on the bus and be prepared for what the day brings.
Por carretera nacional. Internacionales Conejos. Bueno, también me voy a Parrafita, Catarina, Batacataza, la baile de la cuesta, el fumador. ¡Ay, qué divertido! ¡Goza! Si se baila, mami.
So I'm gonna make my way across the street real quick, which is much harder than it sounds. Hey, I made it. I'm so glad there was a footbridge there. So I'm at a lookout right now, and it's really awesome right here because it is right off the edge of this hill. The lookout is right off of the road as you're heading back into Guatemala City. From here you can see all of the city, so it's really a cool thing to see. The only downside is that you're actually quite far away, so you can't see all that well. It tends to get really packed over here on the weekends, but I didn't have to deal with that because I came on a Tuesday. There's not too much space over here, so that might be something you want to avoid. They also serve food here, so you can really come here for lunch or for breakfast or anything like that. It's really quite nice. All in all, I chose a really good day to be here. The skies are clear and the sun is shining. I'm here at the main park in Zone 1 in Guatemala City. The weather is pleasant as usual. You can always count on it to be like this. Sometimes you get rain, but it's always followed by sun. It's actually quite a trip trying to get here. Just like anything else, it takes some time to get to where you're trying to go. Guatemala City has a transit system, which are the green buses, the ones that one would normally want to take. You can also take the red buses, but those aren't generally recommended. So churches are a commonplace here. You really can't go anywhere without seeing them. And here we have the Metropolitan Cathedral, and I'm gonna say that it's Catholic. So yeah, we're over by the fountain, and which is self-explanatory. Not much to see there. And there's the flag, of course, up there, flapping in the wind, out for everyone to see. So there's always people out here. There's nowhere you can go in the capital where you're not going to find people trying to sell you something, or just people waiting around or just passing the day. Here is the National Palace. It's actually a cultural museum, and I actually haven't been in there yet. Just haven't. I've meant to. I just haven't been able to take the time to do so. So Guatemala has museums and cultural history, but they also have mountains and volcanoes, lakes and rivers, and there's really a variety of things that you can see and experience here. So we're gonna head over this way, and well, which reminds me, good thing I have really good shoes, because I've been walking around so much that if I didn't have good shoes, I'd hurt. This is actually quite a large space over here, but there isn't too much in terms of greenery. There is, however, a lot of concrete. Yeah, I really like being out here in the streets, because you can walk around all day and do what you need to do. And anytime that you need a drink or some food, there's always street vendors everywhere, so you never really have to go without. And we're gonna walk over this way and make our way back towards the main street and check out the shops. I think Zone 1 in the capital really gets a bad rap, but there are some really nice places here. Again, you always want to pay attention and make sure that you know where you are and where you're going. Just making sure that you stay within a certain range, safety range.
Internacionales Conejos.
And this is what I found when I was walking down over this way looking for some clothing accessories. And that's usually what happens. You think you packed everything, and then you get to where you're going and find out that you haven't. I came down here looking for some clothing accessories and found these guys. And I'm gonna sit here for a moment and check them out. Well, after a long day of sightseeing and meeting new people, I like to finish the day off with hitting the pool and or a hot tub. And as usual, there's always other people there that I can socialize with. And this is a good way for me to relax before heading back to my room and calling it a night.
not the nicest one, but it has the LCD on the back.
I know, I was thinking about getting that one, but I was like, I don't know.